Alright. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It's been a while since we've been on the stage doing a full showcase, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 6-digit Asia Pacific Cup. This is our first official tourney stream, if you don't include all of our pre-tourney events. We hope that you've enjoyed thus far. And yeah, this stream will kickstart the official beginning of the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Qualifiers Mappool Showcase. My name is Gammy Crayola. Joining me in the call is Mirage Fire, our lovely head cooler. Mirage, how are you feeling today?
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Feeling great. Haven't done the stream in a while, might be a bit rusty, but it'll be probably fine. It's an honor to finally do the start off 6 APC, the Qualifiers Showcase. Qualifiers Showcase. So hope everyone is excited.
Yep. Let's hope that we'll get more than 10 bots in our chat right now.
Okay. We do have 25 viewers.
Oh, this is insane. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax as we take you on a tour through the first map pool of 6 APC, and we hope that we don't get death threats immediately on the first map. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into our first map. It's gonna be No Mod 1, Aihisa Toke no Heya to Station Sekai. I'm so good!
You're so good you actually memorized it, or you read it off the script. Anyways, our No Mod 1 for the pool will be a sort of overall consistency type of map. Wait, it sounds okay, yeah. This map features a decent amount of aim and burst at the same time. You will be tested on both skill sets in that regard. It is about 4 minutes, so No Mod 1 consistency. Go bigger.
Yep, this map is, it's the No Mod 1 of all time. We didn't, this time round we didn't choose to go for anything too crazy. It is an Ahisa song, so, you already expect this map to be a banger.
Definitely a banger.
And yeah, I think this map has a bunch of burst, has a surprisingly large amount of tapping in it. But then again, it's really just going to be putting your consistency at, 5.45 stars to the test. Really just a pretty good, I think, representation of the overall pool SR and a good gauge of what's to come moving forward in this pool.
I'm sure the consistency players are already happy to see a 4-minute map.
Yeah, that's right. I think this is the longest map in the pool, actually.
You are actually wrong.
Oh wait, what? Wait.
You're actually wrong. And I don't know if that was.
Longest.
I don't know if that will scare my viewers
fuck.
away. I don't know if that will scare my viewers away or not, but you were actually wrong. But don't worry. My pools still tend to be on the shorter side of things, but this is in fact not the longest map in the pool. By a little bit.
Well, the other song that hits over 4 minutes is a banger, alright? It's not Shitta No Mod 1 or anime song, so you have to see it. Well, how's everyone doing in chat? I mean, clearly this No More 2. I mean, I've already forgotten how to commentate pool showcases, so I don't even know how to fill in time for No More 1s anymore, bro.
I mean, it's a normal one.
Yeah, this map is very consistent in its difficulty, and I think it's really one of those maps that if you can play one section of it, you can really just play it all, and it's just going to put your consistency to the test and gonna put your focus to the test as well. I think that's something that a lot of players overlook, especially in these longer maps. You know, as the map draws on, your nerves start to climb in, and especially if you're holding good act, you know, perhaps that's where the shakes will come in.
Definitely. But don't worry, guys. This is only one of the this is the second longest map of the pool, so there won't be many more longer maps. And if you're not a fan of consistency, don't worry. We got you covered as well.
Yep. I think our next map is going to be a lot less sleeper. In fact, it's probably a very, very well-known map. Or at least the song is. The diff isn't so much so, but it's a really, really good song.
Yeah, that map might be a little bit of a funny story.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, we're getting into the last quarter of the map, and really it's just what you've seen before. I wouldn't even say that this section is that much of a diff spike, because really the entirety of the map is just the exact same thing. And yeah. I don't think there's anything much to say as we jump into the last KI of the map. The jumps are slightly bigger here, but the tapping and overall consistency requirement really just remains the same overall. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Small shout out to our replayer RS Lineman.
Yeah, that's right.
Getting a sweet 99.5% accuracy full combo.
Yep.
Surely he's not gonna drop another 100.
Yeah, that is going to wrap up our No More 1 at long last. Holy crap, took way too long. This is why showcase videos are just infinitely better, for real. But
No.
yeah, jokes aside, let's jump into our No More 2, and this is going to be an exciting one, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be Blob Dash. Are we floating in space?
Oh boy! Where have we seen this map before? Oh my god, it's an SS actually. But oh my god. Never seen before map. Funny story.
Never seen before map.
Funny story for everyone. 6ABC is pretty far ahead in terms of pooling. So by the time we pulled this, it was barely used. I don't actually know how often it is by now, but given the map's popularity, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of tournaments have used it before 6ABC started, which is a little bit unfortunate. But hey, it is a fantastic No More 2 feat. It is sitting at 190 BPM, I think.
Yeah, 190.
190 BPM, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Very draining on the stamina side despite the BPM. It's not very flowy though, so it probably won't be too hard to flow aim this. So it will just be a raw tapping check, I guess.
Yeah, this song arguably one of the best customs songs of 2024, and probably the most famous song coming out of the perennial 2024, aside from of course the tiebreaker. So yeah, that's it. I mean, it is expected that this map we would see a lot of use in a lot of different places, because overall this entire set is just phenomenal. I mean, Devious Panda on the top diff, just really good, and of course a whole bevy of lower diffs for us, shitter low SR tournaments to use. I believe 6WC used this map in round of not round of 32, sorry. I believe it was either group stage or round of 16.
Yeah,
and it was very popular.
I think it was round 16. I could be wrong, because the group stage was I think it was the Jackie map.
Yeah, that's no.
Or was it the other way
The group
around?
stage one, Calls was the Jackie map, and
okay.
this was in group stage, I think.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. But yeah, such a beautiful song. I think Blob Dash, really underrated creator. I don't know if you checked out some of their other stuff in GT. I think last year they did an EGTS song called like Obama Core, which was a I wrote it was a remix of XI's Freedom Dive, and it was a really good song. And overall, Blob Dash just incredible producer. I love Blob Dash's stuff. But yeah, as the map comes to its very end, that will round off Are We Floating in Space?
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be the no mod 2.
Spin to win at the end, but yeah, very stamina draining. Only, but this is only
Thank
like
you,
2
Top X
minutes.
Vlad.
And yep, sweet SS from Top X Flat here. Thank you for the replay. Let's move on to Ald, and we have an auto song here.
Oh wow, where have I seen this map before?
Well, actually, this diff has not been used that often. At least.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Anyways, this time around, Alt. It's about 3 minutes, it's at 132 BPM. It is mixed on Alt, like it will test you on both flow and snap Alt. Yeah, it's quite bang. Oops, sorry, that's back splinter.
Yeah, don't worry about it. This is, I believe, pretty. The genres of alt is pretty mixed in this map. There's a good amount of snap, a good amount of flow as well as a bunch of awkward patterns for you to deal with. There's a lot of areas. There's a lot of room to miss on this map. I would say that this is arguably one of the harder maps in the pool, if not one of the hardest maps in the pool, in fact. And yeah, I'd be really impressed if, you know, anyone other than Index Mandrike, cough cough, can get an incredible score on this.
Yeah. Getting a full combo or like 800k plus on this will be incredibly hard. We'll be looking forward to see what our players can do on this map. It is a really good alt map test, as you said earlier. Like it tests both. There's some snappy patterns here already, along with like some flow. It keeps switching up between the two, so you need to be paying attention, constantly paying attention.
Yeah, the snap element of the map is definitely extremely pronounced in the KI, where you see a bunch of these larger sliders, very linear sliders come in, and yeah, overall in the off KIs, the map plays a lot more like, you know, your standard alt map, a bunch of closely packed triples, a lot of closely packed patterns alongside, you know, your standard XL cell patterns that you commonly see in your No Mod 3. Yeah, we're gonna get into an instrumental interlude where your flow aim is going to be really put to the test. But then right after that, it's straight into a build-up, and right after that, you jump straight into the KI.
Bit of a free section here.
Yep, that's right.
Enjoy your free combos before the final KI.
It do be like that. I believe when this song was released by Ado, I think wasn't it one of Ado's most popular songs on release? And it sort of died down.
I think so, but to be honest, I have a pretty hard time imagining any like non-popular Ado songs. I mean, there are some like lesser known ones, but like once you hear her voice, like oh yeah, it's Ado.
Yeah, I know. Ado has a very distinct style, I think,
yeah.
And that's why she's as popular as she is. But yeah, that is good. This is going to be the No Mod 3.
Yep. In my opinion, the second hardest map of the pool, so make sure to practice this. Please,
Yep.
No one sight read any of the maps, please.
No, 100% getting side red.
Yes, and then we're finally moving on to No Mod 4, and the reason why I'm excited is because this is the first Perry Crayola replay.
Oh my god.
Anyways, we have authority for No Mod 4. Our slider tech map. What the?
Yep. The real Perry Crayola replay of all time, can I just say?
Yep.
Damn, Enigma 4 replay as well, what the hell? That's a name I haven't seen in a while. Najika.
Oh. Huh.
Wait, where the hell was that even from? Anyways.
That's a good question. Where the hell are these?
Yeah, where? I think they're CVT actually. I think they're CVT.
Yeah, maybe. I'm actually not sure. Well, this map hasn't been used at all actually. So I don't know where I have these from, but yeah. Anyways, slider tech. Sitting at around 3 minutes, 172 BPM. It is a little bit on the lower side of the BPM. It has an unusually high AR for like a normal 4 at this SR. It's sitting at 9.5.
Gamma!
You can either gamma abuse or, just read it.
Yeah,
It's basically, no, it's only 9.5. It's not that hard. But yeah, this high AR will actually help you in reading this map, because like otherwise there would be some very dense patterns.
That's right, and in addition to the dense patterns, I think one thing to note about this map is that in the earlier sections, you see a lot of these 4-note bursts into a snap, which can be very, very trippy to hit. I think we might see some of them in this KI, but they were definitely very pronounced in the first half of the map. It's really like this short aim agility, very, very abrupt snaps out of the flow aim into the relatively comfortable flow aim, might I add. But yeah, as you get into the second half, this KI is a bit more, slider heavy, a lot of overlapping sliders as well, which might trip you up if you're not too confident on especially the AR of the map. I know me personally struggle a lot on these, overlap patterns, especially on the high AR. So yeah.
Should be pretty interesting. I think players might have a hard time holding accuracy on this, given like it's the classic slider tech. But yeah, I hope players won't be side reading this either, because you can get taken off guard by the either reading sections, like slightly harder to read sections, or by the slider ticks that you may not expect with some of the longer sliders.
Yeah, that's right. We are jumping into our final KI right now, and yeah, it's basically a repeat of what we've seen before. These overlapping slider tech patterns. But one thing to note, and as you have just seen, those 1/3 triangular patterns might be pretty trippy for you to hit, especially if you're not comfortable on the tapping or cough your side reading, God forbid.
But
yeah, as this map comes to the end.
Go ahead.
Yeah, as the map comes to the end, you see a few more of these, triple triangle patterns. But yeah, nothing too much out of the ordinary, nothing too much that you haven't seen, and that will wrap up our Nomad 4.
And that is the end of the Nomad pool, at the very least. We are now moving on into Hidden 1. We have a Fuego. I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly.
Yep, Fuego.
Fuego. Alright. Snappy awkward aim. It is incredibly snappy. It is only 2 minutes and 30 seconds long for those people who don't like hidden. It is, however, relatively high BPM. As I said, it is incredibly snappy. Other than that, stats-wise, there's nothing too out of the ordinary. AR9, OD 7.7, the usual things.
Yeah, this time round, I mean, if you know Project Hexagon's pooling, you know that we usually tend to be a bit more crazy on the hidden 1 slots, especially in qualifiers. But, this time we decided to opt for a lot more, standard snap aim. But, I mean, it is as standard as a CDC hidden 1 gets. I mean, this map is still incredibly challenging and incredibly demanding on not just your aim, but your aim control as well, in conjunction with the hidden.
This is definitely one of the more side-readable maps, though, if you're really hell-bent on it, but it is incredibly snappy. And it is pretty consistent in its difficulty as well. Granted, it is only 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Yeah. So it's a bit on the shorter end, but definitely a challenging nonetheless. Challenging map nonetheless.
Yeah. I think your score on this map will definitely depend on how comfortable you are in hitting these KIs, because there is quite a bit of downtime on this map where you can really build up the free combo. But once this map ramps up, oh, it definitely ramps up. We're getting into the more slider, the more reverse slider tilt section of the map, and that might be pretty awkward to hit, especially if you're not comfortable on the reading of this map. the unnatural hold time might be a bit rough for some players. But yeah, still a bunch of snappy patterns nonetheless. A bunch of these but really big, really wide spacing on a lot of these jumps, which are very awkward to hit because, you know, it's not like they're consistent. There's a lot of start-stop movements littered throughout the map. That is going to be the main difficulty.
Hidden comfort definitely required for this map. Will be interesting to see how our players do on this one as well.
Yep. But if you think that, you know, if you think that this map is snappy, or you think that the hidden pool is gonna be snap pilled, the hidden 2 that we're gonna see right after immediately gonna contrast to what we have here.
Oh no, hidden 2.
Probably the most overcooked map in the pool, but I mean, what are you even expecting? Ladies and gentlemen, let's not sugarcoat it anymore. Let's take a look at Hidden 2, Say It Back by TV Room. I mean, wait for map set, you already know what's gonna get down. This map is so demon, holy.
Yeah, this is quite the demon map. Alright, let's go through the typical round down. This is 120 BPM, flow all-ish aim control. AR8, as you would expect from a Hidden 2. And it is a little bit on the short side, like also 2 minutes and 40 seconds-ish. But yeah, aim control, flow, alt. And low AR,
This map is something to say the very least. I do not expect anybody, I really do not expect anyone in the tournament to even come close to FCing, with the exception of maybe, you know, Junior Origami, maybe your specialized hidden players. But this map is really difficult. Not just on the reading end, but more importantly on the aim side of things. Being able to process these patterns and not to mention hit them. I mean, this double section in itself is incredibly difficult to hit. And yeah, it just sets a precedent for the entire map. I will say this map is very diverse in the type of aim that it features. As you can see, we had a bunch of flow in the earliest sections. We just came out of a double section, and now we're going straight back into, you know, after this break, a lot more flow. But even this flow section is rather snap heavy in nature.
It's pretty funny that we were talking about the aim section when it was the spinner section.
Don't worry about it. Snap! Oh my goodness, act. This section is so difficult to act because there's a lot of the times you just ignore the slider ends.
Well, with that being said though, I honestly think this map is quite practicable. Like, a lot of it is kind of just like, play a bit more until you figure out the timing or the rhythm of it.
Yeah, definitely. I think timing is going to be important for this map.
Yeah. Or if anything else, I think at the very least this map is pretty combo gameable if you really like, if you really wanted to. Like,
yeah. I think learning the timing of a lot of these patterns is sort of like, you know, learning it on easy, learning an alt map on easy. It's about knowing which point in the map your circles come in and how long you need to hold the slider for. It's about these small things that aren't really tested that much in your standard, you know, overlap reading hidden 2, but it's something really cool that this map tests. But yeah, that is going to be the hidden pool.
Yep, that is gonna be the hidden pool. Don't worry if you're worried that there wasn't enough like typical reading elements. Don't worry, the map pool showcase is not done yet, and we still have a lot more in the store. But before we get back into that, let's go into the hard rock. So our hard rock enjoyers can also enjoy the pool.
Yeah.
Let's get into, oh god, Ignotus? Yeah, sure, let's roll with that. Anyways,
Incredible. English is your fourth language, thank you.
English is my fourth language and I'm not even Asian. Anyways, alright, Hard Rock 1. Quick rundown. 170 BPM on the low side. The longest map in the pool, 4 minute 24. And other than that, I don't think there's anything noteworthy. It's the classic Hard Rock AR10, OD10, CS 5.2, skill set wise, this is a more tapping focused skill set. Kind of pretty common actually in Hard Rock 6 digits, at least early rounds. So yeah,
Yep, that's right.
your ability to tap and act these like burst patterns on Hard Rock will be tested on high OD. There's a bit of aim, of course, but like that's inevitable.
That's right. And not to mention the consistency required on this 4-minute long map is definitely going to be rather demanding. I mean, hard rock burst or hard rock flow aim is not something that a lot of players are very comfortable with, and this is not your stereotypical like 200 BPM hard rock map. No, this is sort of teetering the edge of light tech, to say the very least. A lot of complex rhythms and as well as a lot of patterns and bursts that require some amount of finger control, and reading AR10 in itself not the most accessible to at least the 6-digit Tawny scene. So if you're not comfortable on processing these finger control patterns, because do remember that reading is a very important and often underlooked part of finger control. If you're unable to beat this map comfortably, that adds another layer of accuracy, another layer of difficulty for you to get through coming into this hard rock 1. Yeah, we are getting into the more bursty section of the map. You can see some start and stop patterns here, some 3-note bursts, which translate into movement coming in here and there. Might be a bit difficult on the reading for some players, but I think hard rock players will definitely have a lot of fun on this map.
Definitely, and we just witnessed like probably the most difficult flow section earlier. There were borderline not space, but like yeah, that part is something that you should definitely practice. It's not as easy to hit as it seems. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, a short break.
Definitely one of the maps that, in my opinion, is more difficult on the difficult end of the things, because like remember, this is also a 4-minute map, so you not only do you have to be good at it, you have to be good at it for a long time if you want to get a high score on it. So
yeah.
Take
the focus that you require from Nova 1 and then slap on a bunch of tapping onto it and a bunch of AR10 OD10 onto it. But yeah, overall the map relatively consistent in its difficulty. I don't think this map spikes up too much. Overall, if you are comfortable on hitting the KIs, you can basically just hit everything on this map. Nothing should be too much of a challenge for you.
Should be the final KI soon. Yep, there we go.
Yep, there we go. We hear the grand melody of the song coming in. And yeah. As we draw closer and closer to the last eighth of the map, we see more spacing on some of these bursts and more spacing on some of these jumps as well, just to round off the final KI of the map. But yeah, that wraps up the longest map of the pool, thankfully. Holy crap.
Wow, what do you mean you don't like long maps? Honestly.
GG. Well, to be fair, the Hard Rock 2 makes up for the length of this Hard Rock 1. It is more than half of the map of this map's length, so yeah.
Oopsies. Anyways, let's move
on. The pool balancing question.
Hard Rock 2, if you're a precision player, welcome to Haruka. Wow, the only map I managed to pronounce normally.
Good job.
Yay. Alright, quick stats over. Quick stats rundown. Hard Rock 2, precision. CS 6.5. Yeah. AR10, OD8, 9.8 actually, not OD10. 182 BPM, so it's like average BPM-ish. It is pretty short, 2 minutes flat, basically. Makes up for the long length in Hard Rock 1, so not everything in the pool is consistency though. This map will test you on, well, CS 6.5 obviously, and there's some light not slider tech, but just light tech sections. coming
Yep.
a little. Yeah. I think it's just,
Yeah, we're in full swing of the KI, and this is where the light tech starts to come in. A bunch of these sliders, deceptively tricky to aim, and even more deceptively tricky to act, especially on your OD10 when you know the leniency that the map gives you is that much less. And yeah, overall, this is a relatively standard hard rock or a precision consistency slot. So yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary. It's not like we put some crazy flow in or whatsoever. Really, it's just going to be testing your comfort on the 6.5. This core spool is relatively tame for, you know, CDC core spools.
it's
of
okay.
AQS.
It's okay. Everyone got hit by the CSR.
Yeah.
It's okay. Not only that, but this is, well, unless I'm heavily mistaken, as far as I know, this is the first iteration of 6 APC, or like, you know, we gotta test out the waters.
Indeed. As if there are gonna be 6 APCs that come after this one. Cough cough.
Chopped off. Well, you know,
But anyways,
well, see, unlike 6 EC or 6 UC, we don't have like history.
there are no Asian hosts.
Yeah.
There are no Asian hosts.
Yeah. So like, you know, testing out the water.
But yeah, that is going to be the hard rock pool, and with that, Mirage, it's been a while since we said
yes,
this, but
finally.
introducing the worst mod, the mod slot of the pool. Let's jump straight into the DT1.
Sorry, DT
Holy
players.
crap, it's
We
been
are,
so long.
well, we are the classic DT hater.
Yep.
Alright.
Type 1 if you hate DT.
Type for shit, DT. Especially DT1. Anyways, DT1, sorry, quick rundown. Speed aim, 241 BPM. It is definitely on the higher side of BPM, especially for DT1. It is only about 2 minutes. Yeah, actually it's just standard DT stuff. Aim, I don't even think there's a single burst in the map. I could be wrong. AR should be sitting at 9.8, so slightly higher than 9.6 what you usually see. But other than that, it's DT1, it's aim, but it's fast. So
Aim but fast, revolutionary skill set actually, Mirage.
that's crazy. But yeah,
I think funnily enough, Mirage, despite this map being DT1 or being a DT map in itself, I think this map surprisingly has the least amount of tapping of all of the 1 slots with the exception of Hidden 1. Hard Rock 1 had a bunch of tapping because that's the entire gaming of the map, and Normal 1 had a surprising amount of, you know, doubles and triples littered throughout the map. So this DT1 really is just your test of your aim agility as well as your ability to read this slightly higher AR. I believe this map comes in at 9.8, I believe.
The AR or
The AR.
the AR's at 9.8.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah.
Gamma.
Really, if you're comfortable on Hard Rock, you should be relatively comfortable on this DT1, I think. As long as you're not tapping that, but the tapping requirement on this map is just non-existent really.
Just raw aim, but that's okay. Aside from HD1, which was kind of awkward to be fair and snappy. This is like the most raw aim map in the pool.
It's white go generic jump.
Oh no, we said.
No, he said the thing. He said the thing.
I know, man.
I see some questions in chat. There's 3 more pool and calls, right? Yep. There we will have 1 anti-mod after our DT2.
Yep. Forward to that because it's definitely a map you've never seen before. Trust.
Oh, what a way to end the showcase. With a never before seen map. But before we get there, let's jump into our DT2. Speed is not real at this SR, so
So DT2 speed, or is it?
Speed at this SR? Me when I lie.
This is
Me when I lie.
Alright, DT2, this is surprisingly only 234 BPM, but this has both elements. This has spin control and speed at the same time. We decided to pick this map, we decided to go for this type of DT2 because well, there's no DT3 in walls, and like it would fit well here. Like DT1 is already very fast, so like we could be slightly on the lower side of BPM, but still test speed bursts while also having frame control. So, and this map does a good job of testing both at the same time.
Yeah,
It
not
is
to
for...
mention...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You go first. No, you go.
Okay, for DT map, it is slightly on the long end. Actually, this is almost 3 minutes. But stats-wise, this is nothing too out of the ordinary other than that. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think this map also works really well because you do have no mod 2 for your raw tapping test. So yeah, having a DB3 that's a bit more on the controlly side, at least the finger controlly side, is pretty understandable, at least for us. I mean, speed is not the most accessible. Speed is not the most common skill set to find at this SR. But overall, we feel like this, is a relatively good balance and a good compromise. At least not having a DG3 and having your, stamina no mod 2 earlier on in the pool. And for what it's worth, this is a really, really good song. It's not often that I really like DT songs on DT, but this is good. I like this.
Just don't look at the background.
What is happening in the background,
don't question the background, please.
Honestly, average anime background. It's just 3 girls being happy. Take that as you will.
Me when I have to play.
Me when I have
to play DT for my team. Oh shit, man. Okay.
W collab image actually. This DT. This DT. Yeah, but yeah, we are sort of getting into our last quarter of the map. This map has a few, 5-note bursts, but mostly it's just gonna be these 3-note bursts alongside some bus sliders here and there. Just really your insane or slash hard diff on DT. Yeah, that's going to wrap up our DT pool, and with that, let's get into our anti-mod 3 mod 1.
Yep, we are not quite done yet. In fact, we still have one more map, the 3 mod. A map that no one has ever seen before.
No one in the history of this universe has ever seen or heard this map in their life. Let's jump straight into free mod 1. You know it, you love it. It's
Afterlight. That's right. A replayer none other than Caveman as well.
I don't see. Holy crap.
Alright.
Recently 4-digit.
Is he?
Yeah, recently got into 4-digit.
Ooh, congratulations, Caveman. Anyways, quick map rundown. Afterlight. I mean, I know, crazy. You've never seen this before. Alright, jokes aside. AM, CS5, AR8, classic anti-mod stats. Almost 3 minutes. A bit lower on the BPM side of things, but that's okay. Alright, how does it contrast to stuff like Hidden 2? Unlike Hidden 2, well, first of all, this isn't alt, and this is much more like your classic Hidden 2 reading aspect. This has overlaps, has more tricky actual reading pattern, whereas Hidden 2 was more, aim control-y, more on the timing end of things.
Yes.
Whereas this is this will test you more on the raw reading, or you can actually read these overlaps and stuff. Let's compare this as well to Hidden 2, not Hidden 2, Hard Rock 2, sorry. This is definitely more linear aimish, slightly more awkward. No tech elements either. Well, I mean, I guess the sliders are a little bit long, but this isn't no one would call this tech, so it's also lower in BPM. So typically speaking, Hard Rock players don't like lower BPM. Or it's harder to act lower BPM hard rocks, so should definitely be a little bit harder to act as well if you're not comfortable.
Yeah, overall, even though this map is very overpooled, there is a reason why it's overpooled. It is a phenomenal test of both Hidden and Hard Rock, and just overall one very, very good anti-mod slot at this SR, and just overall the pool just fits very, very well, and it works very, very well around this 3 mod 1 that, it would be a shame to just to not have a pool that fits this well, especially going into quals.
Yep. And while we're at it, we might as well remind people of the 3 mod rules, I guess. If I remember correctly, each team needs to be running 1 Hidden, 1 Hard Rock, and the third player has to go any kind of mod. I think there's also an easy and flashlight multiplier for those who are interested. Yeah, surely we have a flashlight multiplier, right? I'm like part of the team, so there has to be a flashlight multiplier.
Yeah, it's
Anyways,
actually 0.7. We
um,
normalize it to no mod.
but yeah, and your fourth player can go anything or no mod. So yeah, remember to coordinate with your teammates. You need to have at least 3 modded players. And
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, as we come to the end of Afterlight, really just enjoy the song. There's nothing much more to say about the pool. And with Afterlight over, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the first Mappool showcase of APC. Whew. It's been a long time coming. I think this pool was done very, very early on in our production. How long has it been, Mirage, since we last saw this pool? 5
Oh my
months?
god.
4 months?
I mean, we started in like October or something. So
Yeah, we had the word. We started pooling for APC even before CDC had this whole 6WC announcement happened to us. But yeah, with that said, we are very happy to finally kickstart the tournament, and we hope that you guys are as excited as us. We know that the player base of APC is definitely not as much as your standard tournament. Think AQS, think EQX before, or the other regional tournament, our sister tournament in 6UC. But we hope that the community that we fostered here, at least in our pre-tourney events and at least in the interactions between our staff, will amount to a meaningful tournament and a tournament experience for all of you. And overall, it will just be a healthy and fun experience for the entire player base. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to belabor for too long. Some quick reminders before we go. So, how will qualifiers work? You will play through every single map, and I believe you'll play through every single map. Just your standard qualifiers. If you played a tournament before, you'll probably know. Your team captains will probably be more than well versed on the qualifiers procedure. You'll play from no mod 1 all the way to free mod 1, yada yada yada. Each team will have their unique lobby for which they will be playing in, of course. And yeah, one thing to note, because of screening, we have opened up the ability to play qualifiers throughout Saturday or whenever this map pool showcase gets released. Uh, all the way until next Sunday. I'm not too familiar on the exact dates, so you can always check the message that we'll be sending afterwards if you wanna wanna have clarity on that. But basically, you can play your quals from any time between between Sunday on the next week. Mostly just to get all of your players in, especially if some of your players are screened, because we are gonna take some time to go through appeals because we want to be as thorough as possible. Multi accounts and whatnot, they are everywhere. Uh, but yeah, the quick reminder: once you do play your quals, you will be locked to that team moving forward, obviously. So yeah, do take that into consideration going into your qualifiers. We use these qualifiers. Seed review will be sometime after the last lobby. We're not too sure when. That depends on how fast these teams play their lobbies and when we can get the stats out. We hope that you exercise patience with regards to that. Some quick answers, FAQs. Will there be a prediction stream? No, I don't think we'll be running a prediction stream. I mean, if you want me to drop who I think will be number one, it's gonna be Philippines. But no bias
Whoa.
whatsoever. But yeah, we will not be doing a prediction stream because there are just too few countries and we are not too well versed, especially with the rework and stuff in the meta. So we don't want to give a inaccurate prediction of the bracket stage moving forward. But with that, huge shout outs, by the way, before we go, to our lovely GFX for this tournament. I don't think we've shouted them out before. Zeth Lim, the overall hit GFX or the overall designer. Everything you see on your screen right now was done by Zeth, or at least the concept was drafted up by Zeth. Huge shoutouts as well to New Pengu for this skin. You have seen this skin being used throughout the entirety of this course lobby. Just wave around. Yep. Very, very good skin from New Pengu. And yeah, huge shoutouts, of course, to the pooling team. None of this could have been done without our poolers and our playtesters. We've been trying this new playtesting system with 6APC, and we've been very, very happy to see it play out. I think, and overall, of course, the poolers. many. I'm not really involved in the pooling team, but many blood, sweat, and tears have been put into this pool. And of course, the replayers, as you can see from the funny copy pasta here. Yeah. Replays, huge shout outs to all our replayers for making the replays on time and overall just not giving us too much hassle when it comes to that. But Mirage, do you have any last words? I know I've been rambling for quite a while.
I think Mappool sheet will be out relatively soon after this stream ends. Give us some time. We'll work on it. If you
I
have any
crashed my sheets.
uh,
Sorry.
and if you have any Mappool feedback, remember to send it out. Actually, I've seen some people have already written there. I'll be going through them as always. I will be replying, assuming it's like polite and whatnot, the usual stuff. Don't be mean. Thank you very much. And
Yep.
yeah, that's pretty much it from my side actually. So
Yep. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, Gammy Crayola. Joining me in this VC, of course, the lovely Perry Crayola, my co-host, joining us, just managing the stream and whatnot, as well as our lovely head puller Mirage Fire. It's always a pleasure working with you. But until that, ladies and gentlemen, I need to go eat dinner soon, and we hope that you've enjoyed or you don't hate this course pool too much. We will see you in the next stream, which I believe will be the seed reveal slash round of 16 map pool showcase. My name has been Gabby Crayola, and we will see you in the next match or in the next stream. Goodbye.
bye bye.
Bye.